This is about the closest thing to a protest song that I've ever written. I sort of grew up with folk songs in the 60s and learned every one there was. My dad was a social activist. I grew up inside the city of Detroit, and so all of the songs that were written, from Woody Guthrie to Pete Seeger and all of that genre, and Bob Dylan, and the things that were recorded by Peter, Paul, and Mary, and just to say, the way that we treat people isn't always right. The way that we view other people with prejudice and with bigotry is not right. And so it may seem kind of contrary that I would entitle this song, "It Don't Matter." But it really, at the end of the day, as the song says, if it don't matter if you're, black or white, left or right, because at the end of the day, we're all one. We're all equal in God's eyes, and we should be treating people with respect and dignity, regardless of who they are, regardless of how they label themselves, or regardless of how society labels them. They should all be treated with dignity and respect, and that's what this is just saying. Do you love mercy? Are you an instrument of peace? And that's the challenge that I would pose to you this evening. It don't matter if you're black or if you're white. It don't matter if you're left or if you're right. The man from Galilee had something to say. Do you know justice? Are you giving grace? Do you love mercy? Are you an instrument of peace? It don't matter if you're married or on your own, if you're tender or have your heart of stone. The man from Galilee has something to say. Have you clothed the naked? Have you fed the poor? Do you love mercy? Are you an instrument of peace? If you're young or if you're old, if you're timid or if you're bold, if you live the truth you're told, it don't matter. It don't matter if you're straight or if you're gay, if you drive a Beamer or a Chevrolet. The man from Galilee has something to say. Have you loved your neighbor? Have you shared the truth? Do you love mercy? Are you an instrument of peace? If you're young or if you're old, if you're timid or if you're bold, if you live the truth you're told, it don't matter. It don't matter. Do you love mercy? Are you an instrument of peace? I had just written that song and was sharing with some other songwriters down in Nashville, and including a friend of mine who I know is an extraordinarily left-leaning, liberal kind of guy. And he's also kind of a social activist, which sometimes you see that in left-leaning sorts of folks. And so I'm sharing some of these lyrics. It doesn't matter if you're black, right? Yep, yeah. It doesn't matter if you're straight or gay. Oh, yeah, it's good. It doesn't matter if you're left or right. Whoa, wait a minute. He says he was not so ready to accept the right. So in the songwriting realm, and Billy's right, this has sort of been an avocation of mine. I actually have a real job, which is really very fortunate. So I could make some money along the way rather than trying to depend on this sort of a thing to do it. For those who don't know me, I work in the field of medicine. I'm a physician. I work in the end-of-life area, in the palliative care primarily, and in hospice work. And in the course of that, I end up counseling lots and lots of families and patients who are dealing with very advanced illness and terminal processes, and trying to help them through preparing for the reality that lies ahead. And some folks have found it rather ironic that someone who works in that field gets a diagnosis like that himself. Well, it is what it is. So, it rains on the righteous and the unrighteous, and we all are susceptible to the interesting travesties of life. So I'm involved in a songwriting activity one weekend, and the prompt, since we were going to be doing some writing on a Sunday, from our facilitator said, do something with, just come in and share with the group what your favorite Bible verse is. And I said, I don't have a favorite Bible verse, because that really sort of changes from day to day, you get something, and great is thy faithfulness. Love that one. And so whatever is happening might dictate which scriptural reference might particularly touch you on that particular day. And I realize that in a lot of cases, when I'm dealing with families who are just crushed under the weight of their illness, and that this one verse that comes out of Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, I believe, in which God says to Paul, my grace is sufficient for you. And I realize that in my own journey, that has been a great comfort to know that regardless of what happens, when you're covered with that, it's all you need. It's all you need. And so we turned that into a song. Promises broken and dreams unfulfilled, friends will abandon and storms won't be still. When floods overtake and all hope is lost, how do you come back when the line has been crossed? We're broken from loss and from temptation. Where do we find our hope and salvation? We all have pain, we all have sorrow. Some are redeemed and some let it go. When you empty yourself of all that you want, you will be filled with all you need. Grace is enough, simple and true. grace is enough to save me and you. Peace can be found wherever you are. The touch of a hand and encouraging word, the warmth of a kind, compassionate soul can tenderly make a broken heart whole. When you empty yourself of all that you want, you can be filled with all you need. Grace is enough, simple and true. Grace is enough to save me and you. Let go of tomorrow, let go of your past. Kindness can heal, love always lasts. When you empty yourself of all that you want, you can be filled with all you need. Grace is enough, simple and true. Grace is enough to save me and we're sort of kind of rounding the bend here on what I had been advised was a reasonable time to close this thing out. So we'll take a moment for one last tuning here. Hang on just a second, please. Oh, that was easy. I thought it was going to be harder than that. So, and this one is a participatory song, okay? Okay, now let's see if I can remember how to play it. You know, it's really strange when you know you got it down and.
Hey John.
Yes, sir.
It's quite a good concept, actually.
Did you have a story to tell while I'm trying to figure out how to play this song?
Yeah, well, sure. I mean, I thought this could be a whole new thing. But before you do a song, you just say to the audience, "Oh, talk about yourself while I just sort this thing out and do a little rewriting and hey." Right? Let's have a party. Can we all stand? Come on now, come on.
Hey, here, what? Hey,
No?
Ben.
Yes?
Actually, what key is your harmonica?
I got A, G, and C.
Bring your G. You'll know what to do when we get there. Okay.
Right?
Put that mic on.
Okay.
When you're caught with a torn up guarantee, when you're drifting on a high and stormy sea, when the ship's going down, known around, and nothing you can hold on to, make God shine His mighty light on you. This is your part. Make God shine His mighty light on you. Make God shine a mighty light on you. May the great clouds roll away, that the blue sky may prevail. May God shine His mighty light on you. When you're tossed in the wind like a tumbleweed, and trouble is picking up its speed, when there's nowhere to hide, it's wicked and wild, tornadoes coming through. May God shine His mighty light on you. Hey, here we go. May God shine His mighty light on you. May God shine a mighty light on you. May the clouds roll away, that the blue sky may prevail. May God shine His mighty light on you. When you can't see the forest for the trees, or when life just brings you to your knees, or when nobody cares and none of your prayers seem to be getting through, may God shine His mighty light on you. Here we go. May God shine His mighty light on you. You can sing louder than that. May God shine a mighty light on you. May the great clouds roll away, that the blue sky may prevail. And may God shine His mighty light on you. May God shine His mighty light on you. And may God shine His mighty light on you. May the great clouds roll away, that the blue sky may prevail. And may God shine His mighty light on you. May the great clouds roll away, that the blue skies may prevail. May God shine His mighty light on you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Thank you, Billy and Marcia.
Thank you, Ben. Oh, that was terrific. That was special. I love it when it nearly goes wrong, don't you?
Yeah.